Data types are done. Now what next, Rono? John, as we have finished the data types, the next we will go through lists, tuples, set and dictionary. Great, let's get started. What is a list? A list is an ordered and indexed collection of values that are changeable and also allows duplicates. Example A, you can see hello 1, 1.2, -1 and hello. All the items in a list do not need to be of same type. Lists are mutable, that is the values can be altered. The indexing starts from 0, that is your first element, and in reverse -1, your last element. A list is defined using square brackets. Can we have a detailed example please? Sure. Take an example that you visit a supermarket. Now, whenever we visit a supermarket, we keep a list of items we need to buy. The items may vary category wise and is not limited to a single category. Also, we can alter the items which we thought to buy originally and also buy same item twice, that is duplicate. Same is the case of Python list. All the items present in the list need not to be of same data type and they can be changed, altered and also supports duplicates. Great. Now I have a good understanding about lists. There are a few points which you go through that will help you in understanding the list better. Can we remove values from a list? Yes, using pop function followed by your index value. Can we add or append in the list? Yes, using the append function. Can we have a list under a list? Yes, we can have a list under a list. Can we copy a list to another list? Yes, but using the copy method. That will not do any changes in the main list. How to do slicing in the list? Using the index values. Let's have a hands-on that will give more clarity. Yes, let's have a hands-on in Python. Welcome guys to this hands-on session on list. So let us go ahead and see how we make use of list in Python. So first thing is how we define a list in Python. So in order to define a list, we make use of this square brackets. So any values present inside the square brackets will be part of your list. So here you can see, as we know that list does not have any limitations using the data types. So we can use any data types inside a list. That is combination of multiple data types along with the duplicates value. Now we have a list A here having the values of 1, 2, hello and A. So let's print this list and check the type of this variable A. Now if I run this code, you can see my list got printed and also my the type of variable A is a list. Now let's check how we remove the values from a list. So for removing the values from a list, we make use of the pop function followed by the index position of the value, that index position that we want to remove. In this case, I want to remove the index position 3rd. So as you know, the indexing in list starts from 0. So the my 3rd index position is this, the last value, that is 2. So if I use this pop function, I will be removing this value 2 here. So let's run this code and see. Yes, so we have the value 2 removed from my original list. Now similarly, for appending or adding a value in a list, we make use of the append function followed by the value that we want to append in our list. In this case, we want to append test in our list, so we use the append function and followed by the value. Let's run this and see how it impacted my original list. And you can see the value test got appended in my original list. Now, in order to access the values inside a list, we make use of the positioning index positions. So, rather than the values, we will be mentioning the index position and we will extract the values. So, in this case, we want the value present in my 0th index. So, if I run this, you can see it extracted the value as 1, since 1 is present in my 0th index. Now, indexing in Python is list starts from 0 from the front side, and from the back side, it is reverse side, it starts from -1. So from front it is 0, 1, 2, 3, and from reverse it is -1, -2, -3, and -4. So if I want to in other words, you can say that -1, the index -1 will be my last value of the list. So if I want to extract my last value, I will use the index position as -1. And here you can see I got the last value as test here. Now for example, we want to extract all the values from starting till a particular index position. So we will make use of this semicolon here. So we will keep the starting position blank here, but the ending position we will be giving the index position value here. Now, as you know, as we discussed that whenever we do a slicing in a list, the starting position is included while the ending position will always be excluded here. So in this case, I will get all the values starting from 0th position till 2nd position, and the 2nd position will not be included here. So we will get the values present in our 0th and 1st position here. So you can see I got the value as 1 and 2. Now similarly, if I want to extract all the values starting from my first index value till my last value present in my list, so I will just mention my starting position followed by colon here. In this case, I will get all the values starting from my first position till my last position of the list here. Same we can do with the reversing side also. We will make use of -1 or -2 here. So in this case, I want to extract all the values from my reverse side till values present in my -2nd position. So here I got starting hello is present in my -2nd position, and I want to extract all the values. So I got 1 and 2 here. Now all the values after my -2nd value will be printed if I use -2 followed by colon. So I got hello and test here. -2nd position is included in this case. Now again, using the for slicing, we can make use of this our starting position and ending position also, wherein our starting position will be included, our ending position will not be included in this case. Now let's see how we copy a list. Now if we make use of equals to in this while copying a list, let's see how it impacts our original list here. We have a list here B having the values of 1, 2, 3, and now we are copying this B into C using the equals to function. Now let us remove the 0th position from our new list, that is C, and let's see how it impacts our original list. Now if you can see we removed the value the 0th index here, and now we have the list values as 2 and 3. Now if I check my original list, you can find that my original list was also changed. Now in Python, we don't want our original, whenever we use a list, we don't want our original list to be impacted. That's the reason why we do a copy, we make a copy of another list in order to not have any impact of in our original list. So in order to do that, we make use of the copy method. So we have a list here D having values of 1, 2, 3. Using the copy method, we are copying the list D into E, and let's see. Now we have the list E as same as D. Now again, using the pop function, let us remove the value present in my 0th index from our new list, that is E. Now you can see our value 1 is removed from our new list E. If I run and see what did it it have any impact on my original list or not. You can see my original list was not impacted here. So whenever we want to copy a list, make sure that you use the copy method instead of the equals to. Now let us see how we can have a list inside the list. So we have a list double A here having the values 1, 2, 3, and I am replacing the value present in my first index with a list here 1, 2. Now if I access my outer list, if I want to access the inner list present in my first index of my outer list here, you can see using the index values I can access this. Now if I want to access the values present in my inner list, how we can do is we can again do the indexing part of my inner list. So if I want to access the value 2 here, that is the second index value in my inner list, I will just make use of the index values. So this is how you can access the values present inside a list. Now in order to delete a list, we just make use of a del function, del keyword here, del followed by your list name here. So if I use del double A, it will delete my list double A. So if I try to access the list, you can see double A is not defined here. That is all about the lists, guys. I hope I would request you to just go through and do a hands-on at your end, so that you will be more confident and comfortable using the list in future. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it and found it informative. We looked into Python lists in this video. In the next video, we will go through the tuples. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can meet me regularly. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, stay healthy. This is John signing off.